How's everybody doing?
Great.
Good evening. Welcome to the beautiful city of Ephesus. Duke Salinas regrets that he couldn't be here to welcome you himself. However, he sent me in his place. My name is... Oh shoot, I don't think Shakespeare gave me a name. I have a job though, I jail people, so I guess I'm just a jailer. Lately that means people from Syracuse. Well, because we're at war with Syracuse. We don't want to be, but they started it. Now, despite the war, celebrations are about to begin. It's Mardi Gras. Before we start though, I'd like to go over a couple of things. First, the most important thing, where the bathroom is and how to get to it. If you go out the door, you go down the stairs and then go left. There is a bathroom up here that will be open up during intermission. We have a 10-minute intermission. During that time, please grab some Snickers, some other candy, grab some beverages. We have a cash bar. We have some raffles going on. Check those out. In case of an emergency, we have an exit to your left here that goes outside and down the fire escape. During the show, please no photography, please no cell phones, and other than when you're eating your Snickers bars, keep your masks up. I think that's everything. So once again, thanks for coming out, and welcome to the beautiful city of Ephesus.
Right here.
Oh, yes, please do.
Oh, yes, yes. Oops. Yeah. What? Wash him. I can't do anything with him. Something with Fran. That'll be a duck. Oh, just oh, about 100 yards.
Perfect, thank you. Oh, hey, here.
Proceed, Salinas, to procure my fall, and by the doom of death and woes and all.
Merchant of Syracuse, plead no more. I am not partial to infringe our laws. The enmity and discord which sprang of late from the rancorous outrage of your Duke excludes all pity from our threatening looks. It hath in solemn synods been agreed, both by the Syracusans and ourselves, to admit no traffic to our adverse towns. Nay, more, if any born at Ephesus be seen at Syracusan marts and fairs, and again, if any Syracusan born come to the bay of Ephesus, he dies. His goods confiscate to the Duke's dispose, unless 1,000 marks be levied to ransom him and quit the penalty. Thy substance, valued at the highest rate, cannot amount to 100 marks. Therefore, by law, thou art condemned to die.
Yet this might comfort when your words are done, my woes end likewise with the evening sun.
Well, Syracusan, say in brief why thou departedest from thy native home, and for what cause thou camest to Ephesus.
A heavier task could not have been imposed than I to speak my griefs unspeakable. Yet that the world may witness that my end was wrought by nature, not by vile offense. I'll utter what my sorrow gives me leave. In Syracuse was I born, and wed unto a woman, happy, but for me. With her I lived in joy. Our wealth increased by prosperous voyages I often made to Epidamnum with my wife. There had she not been long, but she became a joyful mother of 2 goodly sons, and which was strange, for one so like the other, as could not be distinguished but by names. That very hour, and in the self-same inn, a meaner woman was delivered of such a burden. Male twins, both alike. Those for their parents were exceeding poor I bought, and brought up to attend my sons. My wife, not nearly proud of 2 such boys, made daily motion for our home return. Unwilling, I agreed. Alas, too soon we came aboard. A league from Epidamnum had we sailed before the always wind-obeying deep gave any tragic instance of our harm. And so it was. The sailors sought for safety by lifeboat and left the ship then sinking fast to us. My wife, more careful of the elder babe, had fastened him unto a small spare mast. To him one of the other twins was bound, whilst I had been like heedful of the other. The children thus disposed, my wife and I fastened ourselves at either end the mast. At length the seas waxed calm, and we did see 2 ships from far, making amain to us. But ere they came, oh, let me say no more.
Oh, nay, forward, old man, for we may pity, though not pardon thee.
Ere the ships could meet by twice 5 leagues, we were encountered by a mighty rock, which, being violently borne upon, our helpful ship was splitted in the midst. My wife, poor soul, and those 2 helpless babes were carried with more speed before the wind, and in our sight they 3 were taken up. At length another ship did seize on us, gave healthful welcome to her shipwrecked guests, and on to Syracuse did they sail. Thus have you heard me severed from my bliss, that by misfortunes was my life prolonged, to tell sad stories of my own mishaps.
Well, what hath befallen of them and thee till now?
My youngest boy, and yet my eldest care, at 18 years, became inquisitive after his brother, and importuned me that, so his case was like, reft of his brother and retained his name, should bear him company in quest of him, whom, whilst I labored of a love to see, I hazarded the loss of whom I love. 5 summers have I spent in farthest Greece, roaming clean through the bounds of Asia, and coasting homeward came to Ephesus. Hopeless to find, yet loath to leave unsought, or that or any place that harbors men. But here must end the story of my life. And happy were I in my timely death. Could all my travels warrant me they live?
Oh, hapless Aegean, whom the fates have marked to bear the extremity of dire mishap, now trust me, Were it not against our laws, against my crown, my oath, my dignity, my soul should sue as advocate for thee. But though thou art adjudged to the death, and passed sentence may not be recalled, yet will I favor thee this day in what I can. Therefore, merchant, I'll limit thee this day to seek thy hope by beneficial help. Try all the friends thou hast in Ephesus. Beg thou or borrow to make up the sum and live. If no, then thou art doomed to die. Jailer, take him to thy custody.
I will, my lord.
Hopeless and helpless could the Geon win, but to procrastinate is timeless end.
Oh, sir, do give out that you are a epidamnum, lest that your goods be too soon confiscated. This very day a Syracusan merchant is apprehended for a rival here, and not being able to buy out his life, according to statute of the town, dies ere the weary sun sets in the west.
This gold. Bear it to the centaur where we lodge, and stay there, Dromio, till I come to thee. Within this hour it will be dinner time. Till that I'll view the manners of the town, peruse the traders, gaze upon the buildings, and then return and sleep within mine inn, for with long travel I am stiff and weary. Get thee away.
Many a man would take you at your word and go indeed, having so good a mien.
A trusty villain, sir, very oft, when I am dull with care and melancholy, lightens my humor with his merry jests. What, will you walk with me about the town and then go to my inn and dine with me?
I am invited, sir, to certain merchants of whom I expect to make much benefit. I crave your pardon. Soon, at 5 o'clock, please you, I shall meet you upon the mart, and afterwards consort you till bedtime. My present business calls me from you now.
Farewell till then. I will go lose myself and wander up and down to view the city.
I commend you to your own content.
Well, he that commends me to mine own content commends me to the thing I cannot get. I to the world am like a drop of water that in the ocean seeks another drop, who, falling there to find his fellow forth, unseen, inquisitive, confounds himself. So I, to find a mother and a brother, in quest of them, unhappy, lose myself. What now? How chanced thou art returned so soon?
Return so soon? Brother approach too late. The capon burns, the pig falls from the spit. The clock had struck at 12 upon the bell. My mistress made a one upon my cheek. She is not, because the meat is cold.
The meat is cold because you cannot come home. You cannot come home because you have no stomach. You have no stomach, having broke your fast. But we that know what 'tis to fast and pray are penitent for your default today.
Stop in your wind, sir, and tell me this, I pray. Where have you left the money I gave you?
Yeah. Oh, the sixpence that I had on Wednesday last. To pay the saddler for my Mrs. Crupper. The saddler had, sir. I kept it on.
I am not in a sportive humor now. Tell me and dally not, where's the money?
I pray you just, sir, as you sit to dinner. I come by Mrs. Stephen Post. If I return, I shall be post indeed, for she will score your faults upon my pate. Ow!
Come, Dromio, come. Your jests are out of season. Reserve them for a merrier hour than this. Where's the gold I gave in charge to thee?
To me, sir? Why, you gave no gold to me.
Come on, sir knave. Have done your foolery, and tell me how thou hast disposed thy charge.
My charge was but to fetch you from the mart. Home to your house, sir. The Phoenix to dinner. My mistress and her sister stays for you.
Now, as I am a Christian, answer me. Where is the 1,000 marks thou hast of me?
I have some marks of yours upon my pate. Ow! And some of my mistress marks upon my shoulder. Ow! But not 1,000 marks between you both.
Thy mistress marks? What mistress, slave, hast thou?
Your worship's wife, my mistress. At the Phoenix, she that doth fast to come home to dinner, and prays that you will hie you home to dinner.
What? Wilt thou flout me thus unto my face, being forbid? Now, take you that, sir knave.
Ow! 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 What are you, sir? Ow! For God's sake! Ow! Hold your hands! Ow! Nay, and you will not. I'll take my heels.
Upon my life, by some device or other, the villain is cheated of all my money. They say this town is full of cozenage, as nimble jugglers that deceive the eye, dark-working sorcerers that change the mind, soul-killing witches that deform the body, disguised cheaters, prating mountebanks, and many such like liberties of sin. If it proves so, I will be gone the sooner. I'll to the centaur to go and seek this slave. I greatly fear my money is not safe.
Neither my husband nor the slave returned, that in such haste I sent to seek his master. Sure, Luciana, it is 2 o'clock.
Perhaps some merchant hath invited him, and from the mart he's somewhere gone to dinner. Good sister, let us dine and never fret. A man is master of his liberty.
Why should their liberty than ours be more?
Because their business still lies out the door.
Look, when I serve himself, he takes it ill.
Oh, no, he is the bridle of your will.
There's none but asses will be bridled so.
Why, headstrong liberty is lashed with woe. Males are masters to their females, their lords, so let your will attend on their accords.
This servitude makes you to keep unwed.
Not this, but troubles of the marriage bed.
But were you wedded, you would bear some sway.
Ere I learn love, I will practice to obey.
How, if your husband should start some other wear?
Till he come home again, I would forbear.
Patience unmoved. No marvel though she pause. They can be meek that have no other cause. So thou that hast no unkind mate to grieve thee, with urging helpless patience would relieve me. But if thou live to see life right bereft, this full-begged patience in thee will be left.
Well, I will marry one day, but to try. Look, here comes your man. Now is your husband nigh.
Say, is your tardy master now at hand?
he's at two heads with me, and that my 2 ears can witness.
Say, didst thou speak with him? Knowst thou his mind?
Aye, he told his mind upon my ear.
But say, I prithee, is he coming home?
Why, mistress, sure my master is stark mad. When I desired him to come home for dinner, he asked me for 1,000 marks in gold. "'Tis their time," quoth I. "My gold," quoth he. "The meat doth burn," quoth I. "My gold," quoth he. "Will you come home?" quoth I. "My gold," quoth he. "Where is the 1,000 marks I gave thee, villain?" "The pig," quoth I, "is burnt." "My gold," quoth he. "My mistress, sir," quoth I. "I know not thy mistress. Hang up thy mistress, out on thy mistress."
Quoth who?
Quoth my master. "I know," quoth he. "No house, no wife, no mistress."
Go back again, thou slave, and fetch him home.
"Go back again and be no be home? For God's sake, send some other messenger."
Hence, prating peasant, fetch thy master home!
Am I so round with you as you are with me, that like a football you do spur me thus? You will spur me here, and you will spur me hither. If I last in the service, you must case me in leather.
Why, how impatience loreth in your face.
His company must do his minions grace, whilst I at home starve for a merry look. Hath homely age the alluring beauty took from my poor cheek? Then he hath wasted it. Are my discourses dull, barren my wit? Do their gay vestments his affections bait? That's not my fault. He's master of my state. What ruins are in me that can be found by him not ruined? Then is he the ground of my features, my decayed fair? A sunny look of his would soon repair.
Self-harming jealousy. Fie, beat it hence.
Unfeeling fools can with such wrongs dispense. I know his eye doth homage otherwhere, or else what lets it but he would be here. Sister, you know he promised me a chain. Would that alone he would detain, so he would keep fair quarter with his bed. Since that my beauty cannot please his eye, a weep what's left away, and weeping die.
How many fond fools serve mad jealousy?
The gold I gave to Dromio is laid up, safe at the Centaur, and the heedful slave has wandered forth in care to seek me out. Ah, here he comes. Now, sir, is your merry humor altered? As you love strokes, so jest with me again. You know no Centaur. You received no gold. Your mistress sent to have me home to dinner. My house was at the Phoenix. What? Wast thou mad, that thou thus so madly didst answer me?
What answer, sir? When spake I such a word?
Even now, even here, not half an hour since.
I did not see you since you sent me hence home to the Centaur with the gold you gave me.
Villain, thou didst deny the gold's receipt, and told me of a mistress, and a dinner, for which I hope thou felt'st I was displeased.
I'm glad to see you in this merry vein. What means this jest? I pray you, master, tell me.
Think'st thou I jest? Hold, take thou that,
Ow.
and that, and that, and that, and that.
Oh, sir, I thank you.
Thank me, sir, for what?
Marry, sir, for this something you gave me for nothing.
I'll make you amends next, to give you nothing for something. But soft. scoffs us yonder.
I, Antipholus, look strange and frown. Some other mistress hath thy sweet aspects. I am not Adriana nor thy wife. The time was once when thou unurged wouldst spout, that never words were music to thine ear, that never object pleasing in thine eye, that never touch well welcome in thy hand, that never meat sweet savoured in thy taste, unless I spake or looked or touched or carved to thee. Ah! Do not tear thyself away from me, for if we two be one, and thou play false, I do digest the poison of thy flesh, being trumpeted by thy contagion. Keep then fair league and truce with thy true bed. I live unstained, thou undishonored.
Plead you to me, fair dame? I know you not. In Ephesus I am but 4 hours old, as strange unto your town as to your talk.
Fie, brother! How the world has changed with you! When were you wont to use my sister thus? She sent for you by Dromio home to dinner.
By Dromio?
By me?
By thee, and this thou didst return from him, that he did buffet thee, and in his blows denied my house for his, me for his wife.
Did you converse, sir, with this gentlewoman?
Sir, I never saw her till this time.
Villain, thou liest, for even her very words didst thou deliver to me on the mark.
I never spake with her in all my life.
How can she thus then call us by our names? Unless it be by inspiration.
How ill agrees it with your gravity to counterfeit thus grossly with your slave. Come, I will fasten on this vine. Thou art an elm, my husband, I a vine.
To me, she speaks. She moves me for her theme. What? Was I married to her in my dream? Or sleep now and think I hear all this? What error drives our eyes and ears amiss? Until I know this sure uncertainty, I'll entertain the offered fallacy.
Dromio, go bid the servants spread for dinner.
Oh, for my beads! I cross myself for a sinner. This is the fairyland. Oh, spite of spites, we talk with goblins, owls, and sprites. If we obey them not, this will ensue. They'll suck our breath or pinch us black and blue. I am transformed, master, am I not?
I think thou art in mind, and so am I.
Nay, master, both in mind and in my shape.
If thou art changed to aught, 'tis to an ass.
'Tis so, I am an ass, else this could never be. But I should know her as well as she knows me.
Come, no longer will I be a fool to put the finger in the eye and weep whilst man and master laugh my woes to scorn. Come, sir, to dinner. Dromio, keep the gate. Sirrah, if any ask you for your master, say he dines forth, and let no creature enter. Come, sister. Dromio, play the porter well.
Am I in earth, in heaven, or hell? Sleeping, or walking? Mad, or well advised? Known unto these, and to myself disguised? I'll say as they say, and persever so. And in this mist, all adventures go.
Master, shall I be porter at the gate?
Aye, and let none enter, lest I break your pace.
Come, Antipholus, we dine too late.
Good Signor Angelo, you must excuse us all. My wife is shrewish when I keep not hours. Say that I lingered with you at your shop to see the making of her chain of gold, and that tomorrow you will bring it home. But here's a saucy villain that insists he met me on the mart, and that I did beat him and charge him with 1,000 marks in gold, and that I did deny my wife and my house. Thou drunkard, thou, what didst thou mean by this?
Say what you will, I know what I know. That you beat me at the mart, I have the hand to show. If the skin were parchment, and the blows you gave were ink, your own handwriting would tell you what I think.
I think thou art an ass.
Mary, so it doth appear, by the wrongs I suffer, and the blows I bear.
You're sad, Signor Balthazar. Pray God our cheer may answer my goodwill and your good welcome here.
Oh, small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast.
But soft, my door is locked. Go, bid them let us in.
Get thee from the door!
My master stays in the streets.
Let him walk from whence he came, lest he catch cold on's feet.
Oh, who talks within there? Oh, open the door.
Right, sir. I'll tell you when, and you tell me wherefore.
Wherefore? For my dinner. I have not dined today.
Nor today, here you may not. Come again when you may.
What art thou that keeps me from the house I own?
The porter for this time, sir, and my name is Dromio.
No, villain! Thou hast stolen both of my name.
What? A coil is there, Dromio? Who are those at the gate?
Let my master in now.
Fake no, he comes too late.
Do you hear, you minion? Thou baggage, let us in!
Can you tell for whose sake?
Master, knock the door hard.
Let him knock till it ache.
You'll cry for this minion if I beat the door down.
What needs all that in a pair of stocks in the town?
Who is that at the door? What keeps all this noise?
By my troth, your town is troubled with unruly boys.
Are you there, wife? You might have come before.
Your wife, surname? Go. Get you from the door.
There is neither cheer here, sir, nor welcome. We would fain have either.
There is something in the wind that we cannot get in. Go, fetch me something. I'll break off the gate.
Break any breaking here, and I'll break your knave's pate.
I, a good man, may break words with you, sir. And words are but winds. I break your face, so my man not bring it behind.
It seems thou wants breaking out upon thee hand.
Here's too much out upon thee. I pray thee, let's be dead.
Aye, when fowl have no feathers and fish have no fins.
Well, I'll break in. Go, borrow me a crow.
Oh, have it not be so. Herein you war against your reputation, and draw within the compass of suspect the unviolated honor of your wife. And doubt not, sir, once this, your long experience of her wisdom, her sober virtue, years and modesty, plead on her part some cause to you unknown. And doubt not, sir, but she will well excuse why at this time the doors are made against you. Be ruled by me. Depart in patience and let us to the Tiger Hall to dinner. And about evening return yourself alone to know the reason of this strange restraint. If by strong hand you offer to break in now, in the stirring passage of the day, a vulgar comment will be made of it, and slander lives upon succession, forever housed where it gets possession.
You have prevailed. I will depart in quiet, and in despite of wrath, mean to be merry. I know a wench of excellent discourse, pretty and witty, wild, and yet too gentle. There will we dine. This woman that I mean, my wife, but I protest without desert, hath oftentimes upbraided me withal. To her will we to dinner. Go to your house and fetch the chain. By now I know 'tis made. Bring it, I pray you, to the Porcupine, for there's the house. That chain will I bestow, be it for nothing but to spite my wife upon mine hostess there. Good sir, make haste. Since mine own doors refuse to entertain me, I'll knock elsewhere to see if they'll disdain me.
I'll meet you at that place some hour hence.
Do so. This jest shall cost me some expense.
Dromio? Dromio? Where art thou, Dromio?
It may be that you have quite forgot a husband's office. Shall Antipholus, even in the spring of love, thy love springs wrought, shall love in building grow so ruinous? If you did wed my sister for her wealth, then for her wealth's sake use her with more kindness. Or if you do, like elsewhere, be secret false, what need she be acquainted? 'Tis double wrong to truant with your bed, and then let her read it in thy looks and board. Oh, alas, poor women, make us but believe, being compact of credit, that you love us, though others have the arm, show us the sleeve. Then, gentle brother, get you in again. Comfort my sister, cheer her, call her wife.
Sweet mistress, what your name is else I know not, nor by what wonder you do hit at mine. Less in your knowledge and your grace you show not, than our earth's wonder more than earth divine. Are you a god? Would you create me new? Transform me then, to your power I'll yield. But if that I am I, then well I know your weeping sister is no wife of mine. Nor to her bed no homage do I owe. Far more to you do I decline. Oh, train me not, sweet mermaid, with thy note, to drown me in thy sister's flood of tears. Sing, siren, for thyself, and I will dote. Spread o'er the silver waves thy golden hairs, and as a bed I'll take thee in their lies.
What? Are you mad that you do reason so?
Not mad, but make it. How, I do not know.
It is a fault that springeth from your eye.
For gazing on your beams, fair sun being by.
Gaze where you should, and that will clear your sight.
As good to wink, sweet love, as look on night.
Why call you me, love? Call my sister so.
No, it is thyself, mine own self's better part. Mine eye's clear eye, mine dear heart's dearer heart. Thee will I love, and with thee lead my life. Thou hast no husband, nor I no wife. Give me thy hand.
Oh, soft, sir. Hold you still. I will fetch my sister to get her goodwill.
Whoa, how now, Dromio? Where runn'st thou so fast?
Do you know me, sir? Am I Dromio? Am I your man? Am I myself?
Thou art Dromio. Thou art my man. Thou art thyself.
Oh, I am an ass. I am a woman's man, and besides myself.
What woman's man? And how besides thyself?
Oh, marry, sir, besides myself, I am due to a woman. One who claims me, one who haunts me, one that will have me.
What claim lays she to thee?
Marry, sir, such a claim as you would lay to your horse, and she would have me for a beast. Not that I being a beast and she would have me, but that she, being a very beastly creature, lays claim to me.
What is she?
A very reverend body. I have but lean luck in the match, and yet is she a wondrous fat marriage.
How dost thou mean a fat marriage?
Marry, sir, she's the kitchen wench, and all grease, and I know not what use to put her to, but to make a lamp of her and run from her by her own light. If she live till doomsday, she'll burn a week longer than the whole world.
What's her name?
Nell, sir, but her name in 3/4, that's an L and 3/4, would not measure her from hip to hip.
And she bears some breadth.
No more from head to toe than from hip to hip. She is spherical, like a globe. I could find out countries in her.
What part of her body stands England?
I looked for the chalky cliffs, but I could find no whiteness in them.
Where's Spain?
Faith, I saw it not, but felt it hot in her breath.
Where stood Belgium? Oh, the Netherlands.
Oh, sir, I did not look so low. To conclude, this drudge or diviner lays claim to me, calls me Dromio, swore I was assured to her, told me what privy marks I have about me, as the mark of my shoulder, ow, the mole in my neck, the great wart on my left arm, that I, amazed, ran from her as a witch.
Go. Hie thee presently, post to the road. If the wind blow any way from shore, I will not harbor in this town tonight. If any bark put forth, come to the mart where I will walk till thou return to me. If everyone knows us, and we know none, 'tis time, I think, to trudge, pack, and be gone.
As from a bear, a man would run for life. So fly I from her that would be my wife.
There's none but witches do inhabit here, and therefore 'tis high time that I were hence. She that doth call me husband, even my soul doth for a wife abhor. But her fair sister, possessed of such a gentle, sovereign grace, of such enchanting presence and discourse, hath almost made me traitor to myself. But, lest myself be guilty of self-wrong, I'll stop mine ears against the mermaid's song.
Master Antipholus!
Aye, that's my name.
I know it well, sir. So, here's the chain. I thought to have detained you at the Porcupine. The chain, unfinished, made me stay thus long.
What is your will that I shall do with this?
What please yourself, sir. I have made it for you.
Made it for me, sir. I bespoke it not.
Not once, not twice, but 20 times you have. Go home with it and please your wife withal. And soon at supper time I'll visit you and then receive my money for the chain.
I pray you, sir, receive the money now, for fear you ne'er see chain nor money more.
You are a merry man, sir. Fare you well.
What I should think of this I cannot tell. But this I think, there's no man is so vain to refuse so fair an offered chain. I'll to the mart, and therefore Dromio stay. If any ship put out, then straight away.